Alexander Graham Bell bodies in his basement, did you know? It's true. Alexander Graham Bell was found dead in his basement listening to the radio after ingesting cyanide. His body had already decomposed in minutes, leaving only a skeleton. Alexander Graham Bell bodies in his basement. Lillian Harris eyeballs missing. Grant Hughes all body parts recovered. George Wright teeth missing. I know you can hear me, Alexander. I've been a body in your basement. I've seen you in my dreams. Alexander Graham Bell bodies in his basement. Did you know? They found bodies in his basement. Underneath the floorboards. Bodies in his basement. I was a body in his basement. My eyes are gone, my eyes are gone, my eyes are gone. Bodies in his basement. In his basement screams over the telephone, you can hear them echo. Guts is one of Chuck's most popular short stories that has caused nearly 70 fainting events to date, due to one of the opening lines of the story as well as outright disgust. The story was later collected in Palahniuk's novel of short stories Haunted as the headlining act. Bodies in his basement, in his bodies in his basement, in his basement, in his intestines, in his pool, in his carrot, in his candle wax, in the spirit, in his stairway, in his basement, in the bodies in there. I have been a body in his basement. I have seen him in my dreams. I was him in a past life. I was the bodies in his basement. We are all divine. We are all the egg. All we are in the end is guts, teeth, and an intestine flailing in a pool. In the bodies in his basement, we all live pretty much the same life. We all have our fatal flaws. We all hear the screams echoing miles across telephone wire. We cannot hear them. We can only know they are there. We lack imagination. We all cannot build a fire. We are all stuck in the cycle of life, death, and rebirth, a merry-go-round of tragedy of bodies in his basement. We only get one life. We live a paradox. We live as screams echoing across the shared subconscious in dreams and nightmares that follow us, in the secrets we cannot share even if they would save our lives in the lottery. We are all arrogant fools living off the adrenaline of the terror of everyday life. Oliver, we blew his head off, most of us, after hearing him speak for the first time, but after that it was immediate bang 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 and he lost his lottery. Bang bang bang, we all must have lost a lottery to end up here. We are all living echoes of the terrors of the past, the resurrected manifestations of every terrible deed. We are all the allied master computer. So here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Oh, never mind. In fucking fact, Mrs. Robinson, you live or die. They probably hate to see your stupid face. So here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. You are the bodies in his basement, forever screaming into the phone lines. Genesis addicted Alexander Graham Bell bodies in his skeleton, in his ghost carrot haunting over him, in his K-Fi coffee commercials, in his soul, in his basement, in his last meal which was rabbit stew, in the bodies in his rabbit stew, in his basement, in the stories he read as a kid which scarred and intrigued him, in the dominoes, in the cycle of the butterfly, in the Leonids. God, how the stars did fall. I looked for blackness, holes in the heavens. The Dipper stove. The mother dead in his basement. Another body in his basement. You'll care only about the darkness and you'll watch it for hours, for days, maybe even for years, as if just by looking you could actually keep it all at bay. It will get so bad you'll be afraid to look away, you'll be afraid to sleep. I am afraid to sleep. I will dream about the bodies in his basement. I will live 10,000 lives. I will be 10,000 bodies in his basement. 10,000 echoes across 10,000 phone lines playing a video of a child whispering who screams as you turn the volume up. I will be running again. I will be 12 years old again. I will be in the woods in the night across the street again. I will be tired again. I will be dehydrated again. I will almost have a panic attack as they begin to jump and scream again. They will pour vinegar down my throat again. This will happen again. It became in the 70s. Again, my stepbrother will hold a knife to my throat and threaten to kill me again. I will cry on a roller coaster again. I will dream. Alexander Graham Bell bodies in his basement, in